Good day, Harlequin here. So in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about Eliot's bread and butter combos, so like combos for beginners that you can use. This will be split into two parts. This one will be basic and the next one will be war and heavy combos. Okay, so firstly I'll apologize if you hear any like rumbling in the background. That's because there's my neighbor, he's doing like some construction or whatever next door, so that's why, if you're wondering. Okay, so we'll start basically I'll do it in the same format as the Mary Rose video. So I'll start off with medium characters, then I'll move on to heavy characters after that, and we'll do a war combo and stuff, and I'll talk about the different ways that the combo can go wrong and what's good about the combo and whatnot. So the first combo is called Heaven's Gate, and you do that by doing quarter circle forward grab. And if you don't know what quarter circle forward is, it's if you use the left analog stick and you do down, forward, and then forward in a smooth movement, and then press the throw button after that. So you'll do this throw. That's how you start off the combo. So you do quarter circle forward and then the throw, and then after that you do quarter circle forward again, but this time the command is kick, so you do this kick afterwards. So the idea is to catch them whilst they're in the air, so it should look like this, not like that, not like that. If you don't do it fast enough, you'll end up on the other side in back turn stance. So you could use that for mix-ups, but that's not what we want at the moment. So you grab like that. So the idea is to catch them whilst they're still in the air, and you get this nice kind of solid thing going on. It's about 45 damage, so it's not huge damage. These combos, they won't be, just like the other one, they won't be huge damage, but the point is they're quite easy to do, which is important if you're in an online match. So I like doing this one because it's like, in my opinion, it looks really nice, and yeah, and it sends them flying, which is good if you want them next to the wall. So say you're in a wall stage and you're quite far from the wall, you could try and do this and get them a bit closer that way, which is good. So that's Heaven's Gate. Next one is called Cloud Palm, and it's another one of the basic combos. So basically you do down and heavy punch, which is L1 on the standard controls. So down, heavy punch, and then you do heavy punch again, so and that launches them like that, and then after that you do punch kick to finish. So it's quite easy, just like that. And that does 60 damage, so that's not bad, and it's really simple, easy combo. But you have to be really careful with the range, because you see this second hit, sometimes you can, if the range is a bit funny, so like say around here, you can see the first two hits hit her, but because we were slightly too far away, the last part doesn't connect. So you have to be really careful with the range for this. You can't really do it from here, otherwise it won't connect. You have to be like flush next to them like this, otherwise it won't connect properly. But most times you do end up quite close to the opponent anyway, so it should connect anyway. But yeah, that's just something to be aware of. So don't go throwing it out like from here or something ridiculous like that, otherwise it just won't connect. I mean, if you get the second part on before the first part, it will put them in critical stun. So you could finish the same that way, but if you want to launch them, then you have to do it like flush in front of them to do that. That's Cloud Palm. Okay, next one is called Rising Tiger. So you do that by doing down heavy kick. Actually no, not down heavy kick. You do forward and kick, and you do forward kick, down kick, like this, and then forward kick, down kick, punch, and that launches naturally like that. And then after that you do forward punch kick. So it's similar to punch punch kick, except this time the command is forward punch punch kick, and that does slightly more damage. So it is just like that, and that is 63 damage. And this one, that's quite fair damage considering how easy it is to do, and because it launches naturally as well. But you really have to be careful with this one, because if you see the first two moves, if you see the first is a mid kick and the second is a low kick. So if your opponent is smart, then they will parry the low kick if they see that coming. That you can see that coming quite easily. That's quite a slow move when you think about it. So if they know that's coming, they'll just parry the low kick, and then you're in trouble. So if you want, you can do it straight from low kick, so it's slightly less predictable, and you do that by doing down and heavy kick, and then punch, and then you can finish it the same way. So it's forward forward kick, like that. So this one, that's Rising Tiger. So if you're scared and think they're gonna parry you, you can just try doing it like raw from low kick first. And this one's called Sleepy Tiger. So you can choose which one you want to do. If you're doing it raw like this, then the damage will be less, quite considerably less. It'll be 10 less damage. This is 53 damage, whereas the other version, this version, is not that one, 63 damage, that one. So it's a case of thinking about what you think would be more appropriate depending on the situation. But yeah, you have that option if you want to. Next one is called Gatekeeper. So this one's super easy to do, probably the easiest one to do. You do up forward or jump, kick, and that launches naturally. A lot of his moves launch naturally, which is good. And by naturally I mean you don't have to like put them into stun first. The move just automatically sends them into the air. So basically you do up forward kick, and then you do what do you do? Then you do back punch. So punch 4 times. A lot of Eliot's moves contain very long heavy strings, like the down forward ones, the up forward ones, the dash ones. There's loads. So you can take advantage of this by putting them straight into combos. So if you just do this, you can just finish this combo like in your sleep. It's so easy. So all you do basically, just spam punch button until the combo is finished, really. But I wouldn't advise you do that, because later on we're going to do combos where we're going to break down these long strings, so you have to be careful about how many times you press the punch button. But for now, for this one, you can just spam punch and then we'll finish it very nicely. So that's Gatekeeper, 67 damage. Let's see. Next one is called Wheel of Fortune, and this is a really good combo. Basically, like I said before, you have to break down the combos. You have to break down the combo string. So what do I mean by that? When you do dash, punch, I think that's 5 punches. These strings are really long. I think it's 5 punches for the regular combo. But what you want is to break it down to 4 punches, so it puts the opponent into critical stun level 3. So should look like this. You see, that's critical stun level 3. So you see the red letters. So that's what you want, and that's dash, punch. So 4 punches. The 5th punch knocks them away. So you just want 4, and then after that you do up kick. And then you do up back kick to do this like backwards cartwheel, and that finishes the combo. So it's not like that. So I really like this one because it looks really stylish, and the combo is surprisingly good as well. It's 70 damage for this one. So I think I will recommend this one. The thing is, you have to be really careful about the first part, because it is especially if you're spamming, if you like the spam punch button, it's very easy just to finish it like that, but you want the stun. That's what you want. Like that. Not like that. I mean, you could do that if you wanted to mix it up, actually. So if you wanted to do that, I think the last hit is a mid punch, and then if you wanted to do this, no, not that one. Not that one. It's really easy to just finish it. You have to be really careful. So if they were expecting the mid punch and then you suddenly stop the string and do a kick instead, that will mess them up, and then you'll be able to finish the combo. So that's a good mix up. Just like that. So that is Wheel of Fortune. Next one is called Hunting Crane. So let me have a look. Hunting Crane, you do dash kick, then down forward kick punch, then up kick, and that will launch, and then you do dash or forward forward punch, and then forward punch to finish. So it should look like this. Just like that. It's a nice solid combo, quite powerful. It has 74 damage, which is pretty good, and it's pretty easy to do. This move, I really like this move because of the range. So I tend to do that one a lot. And the end is really easy to finish. This one I modified from the combos that you can learn from the combo tutorials in the game. But it has this, there's this move, and I wonder if I can show you. I don't know if you can see, but there's a move that has a command where you have to do backwards and then forwards, and it's really awkward that you have to do like backwards, forwards, and then punch at the same time, and it's a powerful move. I think this is the move. See, I can't even do it. I can't even do it raw. Yeah, so that's the move. And a lot of the combos want you to finish the string like that, but I find it's quite difficult to do. So instead of doing that, you can just use these ones. So for this one instead, I just did dash punch and then forward punch to finish, and that's pretty powerful, and it's much easier to do. You don't want to be messing around with the inputs when you're trying to do the combos, because online it tends to not go in your favor. So if there's an easier option, then just go for that instead. There might be less damage, but whatever. I mean, if you can doing a combo, finishing a combo with less damage is better than not finishing it, to be honest. So I would say just go for that. So let me do that one again. So dash kick, nice simple combo. That one, I like that one. Hunting Crane. That one is finished. And so the next combo is Sacred Well, and basically you do that from back turned stance. So the easiest way to go into back turned with Eliot is to do back and punch. I think that's I think it's the only move that goes into back turned raw like that. So it's nice and fast, which is good. It reminds me of Xiao Yu's which one is it? Down forward punch, or down forward square, and it looks a lot like that, and it goes into her back turn stance. So that's how you do that. So it's just back and punch. And when you're in back turn stance, it's good because there's a variety of options that you can do from this stance. So if you want to, you can do down kick to do a low, or you can do back kick to do a mid kick. Is that mid kick? Yeah, like that. Don't know what that kick was. I've seen that one before. Yeah, like that one. Or if you want to, you can do the combo from here. So if you want, you can do back punch punch, and you see that puts them into critical stun. You do back punch punch, and then you do forward punch or dash punch, and you do up punch to stun again. And then at that stage they'll be in level 3 critical stun, and then you can do the critical burst, which is down back heavy punch, like this, and then you finish with quarter circle forward punch, like that. So I'll try and do it all together. Okay, so that's Sacred Well, and that's 76 damage. Let me try and do it again. Oh, not like that. One more time. Yeah, so that's a pretty decent one as well, because it's from back turns, you can decide to do something else. So if they're expecting the mid punch, you can just do the kick instead, or you can do a low kick. If they're expecting the low kick, then you can do the punch. So you can see how you can sort of confuse them that way. Okay, so that's Sacred Well. Next one is a strange one. In Tekken we have 10 hit. Every character has a 10 hit combo, so it's like a long string of moves, almost like a natural combo you can do just with commands without launching them into the air. So basically they don't really have that in Dead or Alive, but let's see if I can actually show you a string on here. But Eliot does have a combo that resembles the 10 hit like, see this one? See that long string? And you don't have to launch or anything to do this combo, and every hit is guaranteed hits, so it's really good. So let me see if I can try and do it. So you do heavy punch, punch, heavy punch again. Then it's punch, kick, punch, 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 heavy punch, punch. I'm going to put all the commands in the description, so and it'll be in, yeah, I'll put it in the description anyway. So do heavy punch, punch, heavy punch. You see how crazy this combo is. It's 9 hits and it does 82 damage, and that's bearing in mind you haven't launched them into the air or tried to stun them first or anything. It's just like a natural combo, command combo that you can do. So heavy punch, punch, heavy punch, punch, kick, punch, 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 heavy punch, punch. Just like that. So like with anything, you have to be careful. I mean, there is a part of the combo where they launch into the air, which is this part. So before that part, they'll be able to hold some of the strikes, I believe. So it's best to be careful about spamming this one, because a lot of Eliot's moves are mid punches. So some people may spam mid hold in order to catch you out, so you have to be careful about. I mean, it's really tempting to spam this sort of thing because it's just so easy and so powerful, but you have to be really careful because it can be predictable. Like in Tekken, people used to love spamming like 10 hit combos, but there's always a point in the combo where there's a low move. So I just sort of figured out when the low move was, and then I just low parry, and then that's them finished. And they couldn't understand what was going on, but the thing is, if you're doing the same combo over, even if it's a 10 hit combo, it's still a combo, so that means it's still predictable. So you have to be careful about using that too much. So let me try and do it one more time. It's so easy to do. The ones in Tekken are really difficult, but this is just so easy. So I named that one Immortal Dance because it's just so insane in my opinion. So if you want to, you can actually be smart about it and break up the combo in order to use it for other stuff. So if you break it at the kick, at the first kick, so punch, heavy punch, punch, heavy punch, punch, kick, so you can put them into critical stun level 3. So let me show you what I mean. You see, that's critical stun level 3, and you can do a lot of stuff from here. So if you want to, you can launch them from here, so you could do, and then just finish it however you want to. Just like that, really nice, really neat, really easy. Or if you want to, you can do critical burst from there. And whenever you do critical burst, it's important that you finish off the move you finish off the combo in one hit. If you do a move with more than one hit, then it just doesn't work out properly. Like, let me show you what I mean. So I finished off the last move. This one is a one-hit move. But if you try and do more than one hit, it doesn't really work out very well. You see, like that. So when they're in that state where the bubbles are coming out, that's when you need to finish it swiftly with a nice, powerful move. Or if you don't want to do forward heavy punch like this, you can do quarter circle forward as well. So let me try that. See, that's a good combo as well. But yes, so you have those mix-ups. Or if you want to, you can do his super. Don't know what the exact word for it is, but I call it the super move. You can do the super move by using this. So let me find the thingy. So when you're in rage state, so less than half health, you're going to rage, and then you can do your super. So like I said before, you break the combo after he does the kick, so they're in level 3 critical stun. Then you do critical burst. Not like that. Like that, and then after that, then you do the super. So let me try that. Just like that. And that one does, how much? That one does 137 damage, which is really good. Let me see, look at my notes. It's a bit less than Mary Rose's one, I must say, but I think that's quite a decent combo. And I find it easier to do than the super combo that they try and teach you in the combo training thing. So that's good. And the super is 137 damage, and I called it Immortal Fury because it's like level up from Immortal Dance. Okay, so next combo is called Mountain Shrine. So let me turn off Power Blow. Okay, so next one is Mountain Shrine, and this one's also quite easy to do. This one you do from back turned stance, just like the other one I was talking about, Sacred Well. So you go into back turned using back punch, or whatever the means, like you just end up in back turned. And then after that you do heavy punch, 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 punch. This is one of those strings that I was talking about before. You have to be careful about doing too many punches, so if you do heavy punch all the way through, then you'll send them flying. But what you want is just 3 punches, so they're in critical stun level 3. Like that. I think that's 3 punches. First one is the first punch, and then 3 regular punches after that. So when they're in critical stun, then you do the critical burst move, which is down back heavy punch. And then after that you do quarter circle forward punch to finish, like that. So it will look like this. Oops, not like that. Just like that. So that's Mountain Shrine. Let me find it again. So, like I said before, with these long strings, you can, a lot of them have variations, like you can go into low, you can go into punch, not punch, kick, like that. So, if you're in back turned and they know you like mid punches, you can sort of change it up and do a kick instead, just to confuse them. Yeah. Just like that, or you can go on to do the combo. So yeah, there's lots of ways you can mix it up to confuse the opponent, which is really good. So that's Mountain Shrine. Next one is Warrior's Voice. I think this one's really cool. So basically you do that one by doing, you do forward kick, then you do up punch to stun. This is a really good stun move. Look how long it stuns them for. Like ages. When you see a move that stuns for that long, then you can tell it's quite a useful move. So you do forward kick, up punch, then you do down forward kick punch, then you do critical burst, I believe, and then you do quarter circle forward kick, like with Heaven's Gate, the first one I showed you. So you do, let's see, forward kick, up punch, burst, finish off like that. That's a really good combo as well. I like that one because it looks really nice. I usually try and finish the combos in a stylish way because that's just how I am. I just like doing that. Like when I first learned combos in Tekken, I would always choose the combos that looked nicer. I wasn't really concerned about damage. I just wanted the combos that looked nice, really. Okay, so that's Warrior's Voice. That's 85 damage.